kind of want to take this Roar the Worm. I've never played with this card, but it seems like it's probably disgusting. If you can just discard it and cast it for 4 mana, they probably lose. Let's try taking the Roar the Worm here. Okay, nice Nantuko Disciple now, after starting with the Roar the Worm, seems perfect. Passing Morbid Hunger, which I do like. Passing Acceptable Losses and Embolden. Oh, Keyforge is next to me. Yeah, we're just going to take Disciple. Sometimes this card is not as cracked as it seems, but we're still going to take it. Not Collector. I think this card's too slow. I don't mind it, but Elvish Fury on a stick. Oh, are you talking about the Disciple? Let's see. What am I doing here? I could take Barbarian Lunatic, or I could take Springing Tiger. The Lunatic is a decent amount better than the Tiger, but I really want to play green with this start, so I think it's just going to be Tiger. Leave myself open. I could also take Afflict, which is good, but I just want to stick to the green here, figure out what I'm doing with the secondary color later. It's not like I'm passing Firebolt or whatever. Alright. Ooh, Morbid Hunger now? There's also Patrol Hound. Acceptable Losses is a card I like. What does this do? 1 damage to each creature without flying each player. I think I'm going to take Morbid Hunger. Passing this card, which is decent. Actually pretty good with Roar the Worm. Words of Wisdom is okay. Acceptable Losses, also okay. Yeah, I think so too. I mean, Afflict is really nice. Anyway, oh, the auto pick knows the cards I like. That works. Vivify is also pretty decent. Is Vivify the correct pick though over Embolden? I think no. Yeah, Volcanic Spray is interesting. It might be really good. I don't know. Like right now, all of my stuff could have survived double Volcanic Spray. This can pump itself and live. I'm gonna take Embolden though. This pack is pretty bad. Vivify I don't think is very exciting. And this is why I'm glad I stayed open for the first few, hopefully, so I can do a bit of waffling now and still end up with a reasonable number of playables. Ooh, Second Thoughts? I feel like, oh, Sadistic Hypnotist. This card's really cool. I think Second Thoughts is a bit better, though. Oh, or whatever you mean Phantom Nishoba? Do you mean the 7/7? Because that's, I lost to that one on stream last night in a marathon as well. Halberdier is also a really good card for the beatdown deck. But now that we have 2 white cards, I think I have to pass this. Like we really just have 1 white card. It's also just another 4-drop and it can be hard to get removal. Please give me a Patrol Hound for the Roar the Worm. Take this. I haven't played green-white yet. Could be interesting. More Springing Tigers. Gallantry I think is a little bit... yeah. What was I going to say? Gallantry I think is okay, but we want tricks that are proactive. We'll just take another Hill Giant here. Now we have kind of a ton of 4-drops, so like ideally we're casting this on 4. We're really going to want ramp, so any like, well, Werebear I think is in this pack and we haven't seen any. We also haven't seen the Diligent Farmhand, which is another card that ramps from this pack. But I still think Tiger is good enough to take for sure. Ooh, Embolden, but there's also Rabid Elephant. The Elephant is like kind of unblockable. I think I'm supposed to take this even though I really like Embolden. I give myself outs to potentially play black here instead of white by taking another green card and Gainsay. Oh, I've never taken that card. I don't know. Yeah, let's just take the Elephant. I think this card's good. So yeah, our biggest problem right now is just the curve. More elephants. Like, I'm never really unhappy about more rabid elephants because they are very good. But if there was a time where I would be unhappy about them, it would be in this deck where our curve is simply very high. Okay, let's take acceptable losses here. just a red interactive card. There's a world where we could end up in red. I'm not going to play Tireless Tribe, and I don't care about the Frenetic Ogre that much. Yeah, the dog, I mean, yeah, again with hindsight for sure, would have taken the dog. Now we will take a worse dog. But the thing is, like, we still don't have to play white here. We could end up in black and play Morbid Hunger. And I guess I take this Firecat. Doesn't do a whole lot, actually. Let's just take a white card for signaling. I'm never going to play any of these. Guess this card's okay. And these cards don't really matter. Seton's Desire could be okay. Just a random aura. Problem is, our curve is just too high still. Well, I do love Narcissism. There's also Faceless Butcher. I think I have to take Narcissism. I don't know whether it's better than the Butcher. It probably is. This card's really cracked. It can get me a relatively fast Roar of the Worm as well. It can't get it on turn 4, unfortunately, but still. And yeah, we just don't know whether we're playing black, so we'll pass the one Butcher and then we'll just see what the pack has to offer. Okay. There's just nothing in this, or I guess there's a Militant Monk here. This card's good. It's a 3-drop as well. We have to pass Deep Analysis, which is a bummer, but I'm just not allowed to take a 4-mana blue card in my deck with 0 blue cards when there's a white 3-drop that I should be happy about here. Yeah, that's true. Let's just take the Monk. And now it's like all blue cards. I guess I could take Stern Judge. The Anurid, is that the one that puts a card from your graveyard or something like that, or it sacks? Yeah, I'll have to look it up. I think I remember thinking the drawback on that one is too big of a problem. Here I want to take Stern Judge. The best cards in the pack are blue, the Collaborator and Skywing Haven. Yeah, I agree, Hinky. Floating Shield, this card is bugged apparently, so you can't activate it. But this is just another 3-drop, so that'll help a lot with our curve issues. And yeah, definitely in hindsight, if we could have a Patrol Hound, we'd be looking way better. I'm just going to take Militant Monk here, passing more decent blue cards, but at least we're not passing any more Deep Analysis or whatever. Anurid Scavenger, thank you, yeah. Okay, Pro Black's definitely good. I don't think it was the pick for this deck, but I do think it can be a good card. I think it's probably worse than the 2-mana 3/3 that I had before, which might sound obvious. Ooh, Hypochondria. This card's perfect. It's a pain in the ass to play around, just like Narcissism, but it also pitches Roar of the Worm. So this deck is starting to look pretty good. Haven't played green-white so far, but yeah, really just missing a Patrol Hound. And I guess now I take the Floating Shield anyway. Yeah, I mean, I do think it can do some work though, right? It's just, you have to be careful with that one because like, if you're really good at milling yourself or something, then it's probably fine. I don't want to play this necessarily, but it's not the literal worst either. Just knowingly taking a bugged card without purposes of getting reimbursement. Okay, here, geez, more good blue cards. I'm just going to take Mystic Familiar. I don't think this card's very good. I played 2 of them in my last deck. It's a little bit better with Narcissism and Disciple. You can make it a little more relevant or prevent some damage to it, but it's just a cheap white card, so that's what matters. We really don't need Taros Faithful for any reason. I do think Breakthrough is good, though. And could just take Far Wanderings. There's nothing else. I don't really care about Pay No Heed. Would I ever splash anything, though? I kind of think no. So this is maybe just a card that ramps me, which is still not the worst. Still better than Pay No Heed, I think. Technically, I could splash Acceptable Losses if I got like some... Yeah, the creature curve out stuff is like pretty different. It's really weird how polarized the decks are, and I feel like the aggro decks, like the good aggro decks, are just unbeatable. I don't think there's really anything that can contest them in this format. Okay, I could consider it now. Pro black card on the wheel. Like this, neither of these matter really. Blowing up an enchantment's never gonna matter. I think I will take it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take this thing. So then the hope in pack 3, or wait, maybe it was this pack. One of the latter packs gives you root wallas, so we have no root wallas, unfortunately. Glad we didn't really go into black here. Strength of Isolation is kind of tricky with Patrol Hound. We had an opponent who had that against me the other day, or yesterday. Exactly. Then you started squawking. Screeching even. Move this to the board. These cards don't matter. I'll hate draft a Coral Net because this would be good against me. Equal Treatment I think is actively good. It's like a nice trick them card. Take this for signaling. So if a source would deal 1 or more damage to a permanent or player, it deals 2 damage instead. So it's pretty good with 1 power guys, and if they have big guys, it's good against them. Oh geez, Solitary Confinement. I think this card's broken. If you ever play this thing when you're in a race, like, it's definitely better with flyers, but I had an opponent play this against me and I just died. Like, I literally could not do anything. It's also a way to discard just out of the bodyguard. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, the bodyguard's definitely good. Speaking of, do we want one here? Because that's like one of the other main options. I think Solitary Confinement's just better. Like, it's just an unreasonably annoying card. I think it's correct to take it. If this thing's bad, then we'll see. But I think when in doubt, you should take the weird rares because they might super overperform. You hate it? It killed me so convincingly. Maybe it's bad in this deck because when it was good against me, my opponent had a bunch of flyers. Ooh, Prismatic Strands. Yeah, just an easy strands here. Passing Battle-Wise Haven, Swarm Snapper. Tracer would actually be pretty decent for us with this deck, but has to be strands. Oh, okay, good to know. Yeah, the design is definitely terrible. There's a pretty good chance I'll end up cutting it, and that I might regret the bodyguard. But if we just get like 3 flyers or something in this pack, I guess maybe 3 is a lot to ask. There's also the thing where like it's easier to have an idea of how good the card is once you've already played game 1. This might have been a very good card against Nicole Dubin, who I lost to before, because she had a really burn heavy deck. I can take this card, or I can take this. Should probably take this one. I think this Spurn Mage is probably not spectacular. And my mana is really skewed toward white, so I should probably pick up this guy. This thing is pretty insane with Threshold, by the way. It's a 3/3. It doesn't have Vigilance, which is a bummer, but a 3/3 that is like a Nantuko Disciple on steroids for free. So we'll take that, I guess. Ooh, Arcane Teachings. I don't think I'm allowed to splash that. This is a tough one. Oh, yeah, that would piss me off too, I think. Here's a tough one, though. Do I take this Mana Dork, which like really helps with my curve, or do I take this Combat Trick, which is really nice? I think it's the Mana Dork. But if you guys think that I should take Guided Strike, I wouldn't say you're crazy or anything. There's also Arcane Teachings, which in theory I could try to splash alongside the acceptable losses with the Far Wanderings, but I think that's worse than just taking a Mana Dork, probably. I think it's just the Dork. Past the Guided Strike. Past the Force Mage Advocate. Hopefully this isn't bad. I'm just going to take the Druid. Okay, we get another Bodyguard. Nice. I think that's going to matter more than the Monastery. Yeah, the trick might be very good. I just feel like in a deck like this where I have so many expensive cards, the mana dork might be irreplaceable. Whereas I could get like a sudden strength and be very happy with that trick still, but maybe that's wrong. I don't know. Yeah. Take more bodyguards. I think I take chastise now though. It's a little bit clunky to have chastise plus second thoughts, but like if they see one, they might, like if they see the 5 mana one, they might not play around the 4 mana one. I don't think I need second bodyguard necessarily that badly. And rather, like, I haven't played with this card either, so I want to see if it's any good. And horrible pack. I guess I take Cage Mail for the sideboard. Keep Watch is really nice. Mirror Wall is pretty good. Move to sideboard. There we go. Sudden Strength. Nice. This is exactly what we were looking for. Yeah, I think it's probably pretty darn good. Passing a Swarm Snapper, which I would like, but Sudden Strength has to be the pick. It just has to be. And we wheel the Bodyguard, so the confinement pick was free. 5 mana 1/6 Pog. I don't think I want Spurn Mage or anything else here. So yeah, like this deck ended up really good, I think. Just kind of missing that Patrol Hound. Canopy Claws for the board versus Cage Mail, number 2. Let's take the first Canopy Claws. And we might just like cut Confinement and just play this deck. Now we'll take a Spurn Mage. Yeah, no Battle Screech is a bummer, but that card's also beyond broken, so that's okay. Okay, or we wheel the Guided Strike. That works. And then these cards don't really matter. Funeral Pyre, I have boarded in. And more Folk Medicines, why not? And we'll cut the bugged card. Alright, I think this deck is great. I'm excited. I was a little worried in pack 1, but we really got a lot of good white cards, so wheeling the Guided Strike and yeah. Yeah. Alright. Paid actors for sure. I think this deck is weird because we have some incentives to be 9-8 and some incentives to be 10-7. I think it's best to be 10-7 here because we have so many double white cards. I think this is right. Or 2 Screeches, yeah, exactly. Just not play any of these. Not play these. I don't know, this looks good. Where's my Phantom Neshoba, or whatever it's called? Alright, goodbye 2-1 blue-white deck, which almost cheesed the opponent, which had, or the opponent who had Glory and Wonder and Phantom Neshoba, or whatever. Wait, that's not what it's called. Is it? No, it is what it's called. The Z-Man. Okay, this deck definitely wants to play first. And this is a keep, but it's going to be awkward if we don't draw green mana. Alright. I literally was thinking, what happens if I draw Harvester Druid without the green mana, and I wish it was a forest? And then I like summoned Harvester Druid to the top of my deck with that thought. I can't believe I just timed it like that. That's so sad. Okay. Oh, you said the wrong one? Okay. Yeah, well, we can't attack here. Their guy is reach, so we're actually in bad shape, kind of. Yeah, might as well put Trample and Lifelink on it. Okay, they really have reach. Message received. At least they're not dealing me any damage. Stern Judge, carry me home. They could unhinge me. I'm not going to play around that. I think it's too late to summon a forest. Bear, okay. Yeah, we're going to be sitting here for a minute. Oh my god, should you just be a forest? I don't know. Maybe I should be on 18 lands and the Harvester Druid should be a forest. I would believe that actually with only 7 green in the deck. But the Harvester Druid is so good. It's very strange. Calmer. So they're still not really doing anything, which is nice. And they get totally gotten by the Prismatic. Ding you for 1. Vigilant Sentry. Ay, ay, ay. Not allowed to multi-block Calmer when I have multiple tricks in my hand that I can't use. Definitely not a good Suntail Hawk matchup, that's true. Yeah, I will take it. I think so too. It makes me sad because there's not a solution I like. Alright, do this. I wonder if I don't think they're sandbagging swamps, but it's kind of interesting. I think I now have to hold up the tricks. Yeah, they're gonna go for this, and then I think we go for this one. And I'll just try to cast Embolden here, I think. I'm gonna cast like Sudden Strength or something. Yeah, that's annoying. Sure. So what do I do about it? I guess I just Embolden. A little bit greedy. I didn't realize the guy could shoot blockers. Normally that kind of thing can only shoot attackers. So I might be messing this up here. Embolden is messed up, even if you misread your cards like me. But I think we're going to get kind of smushed. Okay, that's fine. They didn't actually have a trick. Their trick was the Sky Shooter and getting my Stern Judge off the board. Alright. That was a weird one. I feel like they have Swamp in hand. Okay, finally we draw this. Well, now I know how Sky Shooter works. I guess it kind of makes sense. I had no idea this could kill blockers, though. I'm just going to waste that away. That's pretty bad for me, sure. Oh, so that's what they had. If I blocked with my 2/2s, they'd waste away. I think that was okay. And they pitch a swamp. Sure, that makes sense. So yeah, they did have a swamp. Vivify, okay. Sure, so it's pretty hard for them to have a trick now. I'll take 3 damage from this. Well, now it's a little easier for them to have a trick. I think I just go for this. I can definitely get blown out, but they're not sending in like the Swarm Snapper or whatever. It's probably okay. This happens, we ping them. Get their C-Snid off the board. Play a Sparring Tiger. Should be doing just fine. And pass. And then next turn we're gonna play 2 guys. And finally the Harvester Druid's gonna matter. More Battlefield Scrounger. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna have a massive stirring contest and we should be in good shape eventually here. I think it's best to get these two going. And good to see you, by the way, Wacky. I don't know if I already said that or not. Okay, they're gonna play some kind of double black card. Yeah, that's... What do they kill there? I don't even remember. Oh, they killed my healer? That's a little annoying. It's honestly not the end of the world for me, though. And then here, I'm just gonna try to trade. If they have something that gives them threshold or whatever, I get kind of destroyed. I'm just gonna try to do it though. This does turn their werebear on. I think that's okay. So we're also getting really close to threshold. In fact, now we can just have threshold. Yeah, so here I can just eat their guy. Yeah, we should be in really good shape. How much mana do I have? I can't cast strands, right? So I could play Narcissism, and then, yeah, we're actually doing okay. Because the thing we want to do is protect our Vigilant Sentry from crippling fatigue. So I guess I play Narcissism and pass. Well, yeah, I think, well, I kind of want to be able to cast strands. But maybe it's just as good to be able to discard it. Let's just play the bodyguard, I guess. Yeah, let's just play the bodyguard. We can just discard strands. I really don't want to. I'd rather discard something that's irrelevant. Oh, I didn't even realize they could blow up Narcissism with this. Okay, well now this is... Oops, this is forced. So, let's eat their guy. And I could have eaten two of their guys. Yeah, I messed this up. So I could have +3/+3. Oh, geez. I'm playing like crap. Good thing it doesn't seem like it's gonna matter. Yeah, I was definitely supposed to block with my bodyguard there. Oops. Just took a bunch of damage for no reason. So the correct line that turn, I mean, yeah, and then here's the thing. I should have pumped this, but either way, this was going to end up trading there, so it's not a huge deal. We just give this pro black. Yeah, I really did not play that very well, but it's okay. Cartographer, get back a land. That's funny. Take themselves off threshold. They should choose no. Yeah. But now we shouldn't be able to lose, is the good thing. And now I know how my cards work, which also helps. Attack. They take it, that works. Now we'll just play a 5/5. I guess I didn't need to... I could have just pumped this, because I have a 5/5 on blocks. I've really messed this up, but I think we should still be fine. Like, they should be minus Grave Gouger. That's actually pretty obnoxious. They get to hit both my flashback cards and take me off threshold here. Sure. That's like surprisingly a pain in the butt. But I have Narcissism next turn to turn it back on anyway. We're still okay here, but we could have been... I really have played this poorly. Okay, hypochondria. Yeah, I mean, we shouldn't be able to lose. Like, if I do literally anything that makes sense here, we should win. I think I just go for this. I don't think this kills them, but it does deal them 7. Or wait, I have... Wait, this does kill them, right? 7, 10, 12? Looks good to me. Just like triple check, make sure I'm not missing anything. For a second I thought it said 8-8, and I was like, oh no, I thought, and then I was like, nope, they're dead. You're dead. Alright, cool. That was really ugly. Yeah, that was good. I mean, our deck is like really nice, and the opponent made some pretty bad mistakes as well. Like, it might not have seemed like they made as many blunders as I did, because I was talking about my blunders and not theirs. But as soon as they didn't sack Nantuko Calmer to blow up Narcissism, they had like messed up pretty badly. Yeah, let's just try again. This deck is really good. I just have to remember how to use my cards, and we should be okay. Got to play one game to warm up, and then, I don't know. But I already had a warm-up match. Yeah, I have no excuse. Yeah, not blocking in the end. Leaving themselves down on board. Notably not the best play either. Alright. Keep. Turns out Harvester Druid pulled its weight, even though it initially seemed like it was quite a bit worse than a forest. Yeah, I need to get into the Odyssey mindset here, where everything's an onboard trick. I think I don't offer this trade. Well, maybe I do, actually. Yeah, let's offer the trade. They shouldn't take it, probably. Oh man, that moment where I thought the thing said 8-8 when I had sacked my Narcissism, I was like, oh my god, what did I do? I was like, no, okay, we're good. Flicked. So we just do this and it prevents them from drawing a card. Hypochondria, why not? They're on 2 lands, and I think they chose to play first, so they are missing land. Yeah. And this is a play first matchup, I think. Swarm Snapper, okay, whatever. Just draw a land, maybe? Not a land. Well, unfortunate, but we're not doing horribly here. Like, 1 land unlocks everything but the elephants. The Mana Dork also works. Sure. Card's obnoxious. Sky Shooter. Now we actually know how Sky Shooter works, and we know they waste away and stuff, so if I just play this somewhat reasonably, we should win. This is not ideal, admittedly. Brawn. Yeah. If you run them over both times, at some point it's just like, what are you doing? So if I block, I give them a free Sky Shooter activation. But if I don't block, like, what am I supposed to do? I could just cast Embolden. I don't really know what to do. We can't give this thing protection somehow. I guess... It doesn't really change very much. I guess I just cast Embolden, just gain the life. Or wait, no, we can just do that next turn. Because right now it's not gaining as much life as it could be. We're not discarding hand size either. Let's just take the damage. Yeah, I mean, I think you can draw first in this format. I think a lot of the time it makes sense, but I think the good decks don't. Yeah, so now we want to block, and now we're going to embolden to prevent 4. This guy's gonna die, whatever. Obviously we're in rough shape here, but we're not just dead, which is the good news. Scrounger. Yeah, I mean, 17 lands plus Mana Dork I think should be fine. I think we're honestly just getting a bit of the rough end of variance, at least right now. Because we have 15 mana sources in the deck. Wait, they're letting the trade happen? Okay, I'm gonna... This is awkward. I think I just gained 4 life. So I would like the trade to happen. Okay, finally we draw land. So I think I just play... I could try to play something, but they might just have Waste Away. I kind of want to Chastise here, I guess. Let's just pass and Chastise. Get rid of this thing. Does that make sense? Because, like, they can easily have Waste Away and just kill my guy and deal me a bunch of damage. So this way I take less damage up front. Okay, they don't have Waste Away though. They have, geez, this. Okay. That's horrible for me, I think. Alright, this is still fine. They left some guys back. It's kind of decent for me. This is going to be very hard to win against Nut Collector, I think. Just jam this, and they have no attacks. They don't have Waste Away, almost certainly. They don't have Threshold. How do I beat this freaking thing? Grave Gouger, it's whatever. Get rid of my Embolden and something else. Doesn't really matter what else they hit. Yeah, that's fair. Which one are you saying is nothing special though? Do I want to... I think I want to play Disciple here, probably. So they didn't have any attacks last turn. We can just hold the planes. Not double spelling anyway. I think my deck is pretty good though. We don't have too many bad cards. Vivify. Okay, they just cycle that. Uh-oh. Giant Warthog. Yeah, we're gonna lose this one. Let's see. So here we just send in the elephant. They probably just take 3. Then I play the other one. Okay, that works. I'm actually pretty happy with that. Just get a squirrel out of the way. Play another one. We can't really win here, but we can just not die for a long time, hopefully. This is another spot where, like, okay, that's actually really good. Prismatic Strands. Yeah, I mean, I definitely don't think it's bad to play 18 lands. I often play 18 lands. I think there's a chance that this deck wants to. I'm not sure. Do we want to get the Tiger in play? Or... No, let's attack with 1. And then just play the double white guy. And pass. I could play planes, but I want to hold that to discard. Maybe that doesn't make sense. I think I was maybe supposed to get more aggressive. What if I just play my Tiger here? I think this is good. And then next turn we send in the 3 green creatures. We're trying to get them to alpha, and then the Forest Walk guy is a huge problem now. Okay, this is good though. We're just gonna make this attack that seems like it's horrible. We have to start applying pressure. They're still throwing away squirrels, then I'm thrilled. Yep, here come the squirrels. They're just getting threshold here, I think. Looks like that's their plan, at least. Yeah, they're just like triple chumping here to get threshold. I don't think this is going to work for them. Looks like we've kind of put them to the test here. I'm really glad I played out my creatures last turn and my land. You're welcome to double chump that way as well. You can chump however you want. Okay. I'm not going to say we're winning this unless I screw it up, because it feels like it's pretty even right now, but I think there's a really good chance that we can get them if I just play this decently. They might go for a huge attack here. Oh, they don't. Okay, I like that a lot. They have no onboard way to get threshold or anything. So they kind of just double chumped for no reason. We draw land, which is just free hypochondria fodder. We're going to go for the same attack here, send in the green guys. And Strands only really works here on defense, because we're going to Strands on green, which means only our white guys can deal combat damage. I'd be thrilled to get my stuff back in the graveyard. This is a very strange play from them. Yeah, sure. I think mistakes were probably made there. I think we're actually winning now. I think so, at least. We're going to find out. Because then we just have Prismatic Strands to clean up the mess. Leaf Strider. Oh, or Leaf Dancer, whatever. Okay, I mean, this is definitely a lot of damage, but if they just go for an alpha, they lose on the spot, so they have to be really careful with this attack. Okay, opponent has chosen death. Alright. Well, that was good. So, let's see if I can remember how my activated abilities and stuff work. Okay, looks like Yami Kuribo's gotten a trophy. Nice. Do we want to go 18 lands? Honestly, I don't think we have any bad cards. We have double Benevolent Bodyguard. One of my worst cards is like Mystic Familiar, Equal Treatment, and Guided Strike Cantrip. We're on 17 lands with 2 cantrips and a mana dork. I think we can play 17 lands. I'm just going to try it again. Alright, we're paired against a 1-0. Hope everybody is enjoying today's stream, by the way. Okay, this hand looks perfect. And by perfect, I mean mid, but that's kind of what the deck does. We just draw our medium cards and have a bunch of onboard tricks. Also, Rabid Elephant is just broken, so maybe it's not mid. I would love a nice Selesnya trophy here in this format, if we could get one. We kind of need one just to get back to where we were rating-wise, so we'll do a, whatever you call it, a reboot. Can this target itself? I think it can. So, like, if they had Afflict here magically, then Mind Burst. We have a bunch of double white. Okay, we will discard a forest. You got it. You got it. That was interesting. They're really out here playing Raven's Crime without whatever you call it. I mean, maybe if they just have another one, I get destroyed, but I'm not going to play around that, obviously, or think about it very much. It's like, there are 3 sets, right? It's a block, so it's not that easy to get multiples, and then it's not like they're super likely to have a turn 3. If they do have a turn 3, I'd probably get destroyed. Definitely pitch a land, and then maybe the elephant has to go. Kind of unclear. Okay, Filthy Cur, don't care about that, thankfully. Well, not going anywhere too fast here. In theory, I could double block, but that's just not something I want to do. Feels very safe with Benevolent Bodyguard. Like, this card, I don't know. It's not as, like, broken as it is, in my opinion, in other formats, but not that it's, like, broken, really, per se, in other formats, but I still... Okay, the Were-Rat. That card's pretty good. But we should be in good shape here. Oh, they didn't attack. That doesn't actually make any sense. Alright, and then here we just have this. Hope they don't mind rot me. Now they have no attacks. Yeah, we're just kind of all set now. More adjectives in card design. Perhaps, I don't know. Some of the old cards are also some of the ones with only one-word names. Web of Inertia. Okay. That's going to be annoying. It's only one card, I think, that we have to exile. Okay, let's just go ahead and play this elephant. Hope I don't get mind rotted. We're not going to exile the land. We're going to wait till next turn. Alright. Web of Inertia. How big of a pain in the butt is this thing going to be? It feels like it's going to be a pretty big problem. Honestly. I guess eventually we're going to draw narcissism and hypochondria, and we're gonna have excess lands to discard, and it'll be okay. But for right now, it doesn't seem great. Like right now, we have 1 attack. Ooh, I really hope I get to discard that. Anyway. Okay, this time we're gonna choose yes. And we don't want to send in the tiger, I don't think. I think it's these two. Yeah. I mean, I could send in the tiger. We order the were-rat first, and then we just have another attack next turn. We get a random card out of their hand. I can always just sack the bodyguard. I think I just make this play, though. This seems right. Eventually, they're going to have to attack. They just take it, makes sense, and then now we just kind of sit here. Toxic Stench. Not ideal, but it is another card for my Web of Inertia, so sure. Yeah, that's true, Wacky. We're kind of getting there in terms of casting it. A free card in the graveyard? Just for me? You shouldn't have. You shouldn't have, opponent. They cast like a deep analysis, could be a problem. Please attack, please attack, please attack. No, come back. Okay, here's a militant monk, sure. I will make the same attack I did previously. This card is so obnoxious, it just slows the game down. It doesn't really accomplish a whole lot. I mean, it does take me off threshold stuff, but I wasn't really close to that anyway. Interestingly, I can, if one of my guys is going to die, I can like have it cantrip. Here we're just going to get a random card out of their hand, which is fine. You're going to pitch an island. Crazy. Yeah, this one's going to take a while, I think. Opponent. Whoa, drew 7? That's absurd. That's got to be higher than whatever I've seen before with that card. Why can't you be a pinger instead of a healer? Just never lucky, honestly. Alright, play land. Hope to draw one more land. We're like really, really far away from doing anything. We have to like draw land, play Roar the Worm, flashback Roar the Worm, and find a way to put a card into the graveyard. Just really not close to accomplishing anything here. Yeah, these queues are up for 1 day, Wacky. It's like just under 24 hours, like 23 hours and 50 minutes. Alright, paying costs for Hydromorph Guardian. I have to say, I don't have very much respect for what the opponent's doing. Not because, like, they're playing a little bit slower than I am. They're down like 3-ish minutes, and normally I'm super slow. But the thing that really bothers me is their deck just does nothing. Like, they're not even trying to mill me or anything. They're just sitting there. Got a nice 3, 4, 5 of cards we're never going to have to cast. I wish they would just play like land Amugaba or something, and we like try to destroy it. Okay. Whoops. There we go. Syncopate for 1. Yeah, we are caught in the web, that's for sure. If it's any counter other than Syncopate, we're okay. But if it's Syncopate, I'm going to be a little annoyed, for sure. Maybe a lot. Envelop in the main deck. I mean, the opponent is really out here taking game action. Somehow they're 1-0. I wonder if their previous opponent just got tilted and scooped, because I guess I could understand that. Okay, they just scooped. Thank God. Please, never again. I'm tempted, like, I don't think I have anything that can destroy an enchantment, which is very unusual, because you almost always can get something like that. This gives pro black. Oh, I didn't board that in. What were they playing, though? They were on blue something. Did they do anything else? I don't know. They were probably blue-black. Yeah, they were blue-black do-nothings. Maybe I didn't need the pro-black card. Oh, my previous opponent had all green creatures anyway, so it didn't matter. Okay, whatever. Just run it. I think they just had, like, literal nothing there. At least that's how it felt. Okay, we've... What am I supposed to say? Thanks? Thank you. I'm not going to say it. Okay. Sure. Okay, we're playing against someone who already has a trophy in this format. They were one of the first people to get 1 trophy. I would assume they're going to play first. Yeah, they do. We have this hand. It's classic me bullying people out of the game, Wacky. Just a little finite toxicity to speed things up. Oh, opponent mulls to 5. Okay, I like that. Can anyone go fast? Yeah, I think it was better. I was trying to say it was better in the other game too, even though I like goofed up for a long time because we had the threshold on the, or by goofed up I mean missed land drops for a long time. We had the threshold on the Vigilant Sentry, so we could turn this into a 4/4 on blocks, but it did take a while for that to happen. Unless I draw a 4 or 5 drop here, I will just run out this though. Just prioritize my damage. We only have 3 4-drop creatures and 2 5-drop creatures, so we'll just see what the library has in store for me. Yeah, I'm just gonna play my flyer, get in my damage. We're not in a hurry here. Opponent has like no resources because they mulled to 5 and they're on the play. We're up 3 cards before this one even started. Okay, Cabal Torturer. That is a problem. I'm glad I didn't play my Mana Dork. Now we can't play anything. We can play Narcissism. I don't really have a way to kill that either. So I just have to draw cards that don't have 1 toughness, I guess. Okay. Are they double queued? No, they're not double queued. I don't know what they're up to then. We might just end up pitching these to Narcissism or something. Unfortunately, like, our card that has Threshold, well, I guess we have multiple cards that have Threshold, but still. Yeah. Ooh, okay, the Stern Judge. Alright, now we're making some stuff happen. It was totally busted. I'll have to read that card because I don't really know what it does. Here they can basically gain a life by using the Torturer, but we want them to do this. Okay, they chose not to gain a life. That works. We're just gonna stern judge you. Okay, and they just scoop. Well, Torturer is very good against me, so I don't like that. I guess, what if I bring in Strength of Isolation against that? What do I take out, though? Take out the Mana Dork that nobody likes. It just dies to everything anyway. This card's pretty good on, like, Militant Monks. Sure. We could go up a land, or I could cut a bodyguard. Maybe cutting a bodyguard's better, actually. Let's just do that. Okay, whenever a bird... Oh, okay, so it just pumps your birds, sure, when they die. And we have this hand, which is fine. So like draw any action. They kept a 7, but will they play reasonably quickly? Roar the Worm. We don't have a way to discard that. That's okay. Opponent, come on, dude. You're 4 minutes down, and like we've played like 5 turns of this game. Okay. If they play a threat or something, I might cycle my equal treatment. If they played this, yeah, let's just cycle it. Okay. Their deck seems reasonable. They're just very, very slow. Please don't be able to kill a Sparring Tiger. Thank you very much. Organ Grinder, okay. Not ideal. So we can't trade with that because we have 2 combat tricks in hand, so we have to like play this, take the damage, and then just pass awkwardly. Yeah, I mean, I've definitely had some horrible time disparities, much worse than this last, yeah, -5 here, yeah. Waste away. Forgot the card name, but I knew what was happening. They're just going to beat me down after all this. Okay, here's the Hypochondria worm plan. This is pretty decent, I think. But it's a question of, do I just make a 6/6 right away? I think I have to. Just turbo out a 6/6 next turn, gain our 3 life here. Yeah, I mean, I would say slow queue times are a little bit worse than slow players, because you can sort of expect queue times to be slow, whereas not all players are slow. I'm trying to figure out, I don't think, it's so good if I just wait, though. What if I just gain 4 life with Embolden? I'm just going to try to go for the late game plan. They're not pressure, like, I'm not taking that much damage, and we get another entire 6/6 if we wait. They might be able to kill the first one. Geez, Arrogant Worm? Okay. Yeah, well, I'm glad I have multiple 6/6s here, I guess. Oh, now we have Harvester Druid plus Guided Strike to kill their Organ Grinder. Gonna be a little bit sad if this thing dies in combat or whatever, but I don't send it in. I think I just flash back the Embolden, probably. Gain 4 life again. Seems like what I'm supposed to do. So take 2 down to 10. Calmer. That's an issue. Okay. And then it's just time for the roar. Strike is good. It's just hard to use because you have to have everything else. You have to have creatures, you have to have someone attacking and the other person blocking. Carrion Worm. Okay. I think we're doing okay at the moment. I could gain 2 life here. Yeah, that's true. Thinking is important, but like it's pausing when they're just like AFK repeatedly that seems to really bug me. I think I'm supposed to gain the life here. Because they might blow up the Hypochondria anyway, and this gives me the cards in graveyard necessary for the worm. The Carrion Worm thing. Okay. I think we're crushing right now. Send this in. Yeah, we're gonna win this one because we chose to, whatever you call it. Because we chose to hold the worm thing. Yeah, I agree, Strat, with both of the things you just said. That's true. I mean, they did speed up. To my opponent's credit, they're going significantly faster than they were before. However, it also took them a while to get there. Okay, just more chonkers. What is this thing? Looks scary. I think we're okay against everything right now with the worm tokens. Take the damage. And then they have to start blocking or they're going to die. Something that matters. Okay, that's also good. In fact, this means they have to be careful. LOL. Laundry mid-game. Okay, they do get to organ grinder me here. I don't have lethal or anything. Let's triple check that. So I can discard a card and sack Narcissism. That's only 10. So I think this is okay. They lose this. They organ grinder me. I don't think I killed myself, did I? Because I can prevent 6 damage to myself. So I take no damage from this. I take 5 here. So, oh, I did kill myself. Shoot. They don't know that. Actually, wait. We're almost alive. We might be alive here, sort of. It's gonna be incredibly close. Unhinge. Okay. I still have both activations of my things up. I think I need to start by... Shoot. Trying to figure out which... Because I need to... I can put this here. I think that's what I need to do. Put this here. And then I have to gain life. Discard a card. And 3 damage. We might be okay. I think we might have gotten them. So I think the attack all doesn't work. They go for this, which isn't a problem, because right now it doesn't kill us, right? Because 4 plus 2 is 6, but we're preventing 8 to ourselves. So I'll pass priority. Now they have to act. I'm going to gain a life. We have 4 damage prevented to ourselves. Click OK. And Nantuko Tracer. That doesn't change much. Problem is they have 4 blockers. That's the issue. We need the... I think I'm gonna die. This game got really hard really fast. Okay, that's fine. Yikes. So now I send in my worms, but if I send in my worms, I lose. Shoot! Oh, the organ grinder got me. So how do I not lose to that? I attack all? That's my answer? I think I'm dead. Attack all doesn't kill them. Problem, like... yeah, I think they got me. I'm gonna attack all and see if they mess up. I think I have no outs, though. Really, really close one. Very interesting game. Glad I played this one well, at least. If I played this one poorly and lost, I would be pretty annoyed with myself. Yeah. I mean, we literally have no outs. It's just a question of whether they're going to screw this up. Because, like, one thing they could think about here is that if I have Guided Strike, exactly that, blocking 2 things kills them. Yeah. So they're choosing not to play around a combat trick. The goal was they would block all 4. Okay, yeah, but we're dead. So, sheesh, extremely close one. So I had 6 damage there. Just a good game overall, though. Like, as soon as they sped up, that actually got to be pretty good. Do I want solitary confinement? Perhaps. This is the time to consider it, for sure. I think the answer is no. Do I want floating shield? I wouldn't mind a floating shield. Is it better than like a random bodyguard or something though? It's unclear. I think I want to leave it. Bodyguard, floating shield. That was an extremely close game. Like, I don't think they had lethal if they went for the attack all because of the guided strike. Anyway, we'll play first. We have to mulligan this. Shoot. Okay, this is good at least. This hand needs a discard outlet, I think. Just not very close to casting Roar of the Worm. Alright, ask and you shall receive, I guess. Yeah, it is bugged, but I figure like it still just gives the creature I enchant protection, which matters. So, please draw land. Okay, that's good. Turbo Worm, hope it kills you. That's kind of all we have here. My deck is really awesome. I hope we get there. Rootcaster, who cares? Okay. Just gonna draw a card. Okay. Not too shabby. Did I not play land there? Hello? Uh-oh, we're lagging. Okay, there we go. So we can madness this with the hypochondria. It's kind of cool. They're gonna do this and ramp. That's fine. I could prevent them from doing this, but I don't think I want to. Yeah, this is fine. Needed to draw some more action than this, though. We're drawing a lot of air. Okay, they take it. We might have a kill with Pro Black next turn. Just pass. Okay, they're leaving this back. That's a great start. If they pass with mana up, I'm going to go for end of turn Strength of Isolation. So I'm going to put them on -5/-5 in the Dusk Imp block. Okay. I think I just go for it. Reread that this has madness so I don't do anything stupid. Alright, we got them. Thank goodness. In 1947, we're a point above where we started.